Greetings everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Lambda, the community show that's actually in a bit of a rush this week. Now, why is that actually? Well, I got a major school deadline coming up today, which is actually quite important. It's a final, so I really have to shift most of my focus today on that. So if the episode seems a little bit rushed or short today, you now know the reason why that is the case. Anyway, let's just get started with this episode, shall we?
LambdaGeneration.
We're starting this week off with some really sad news, actually. We don't cover Team Fortress 2 really at all on the channel, but I'm making an exception this time. Rick May, the voice actor of the soldier from Team Fortress 2, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 79. While he was recovering from a stroke he had in February at a nursing home, he contracted the COVID-19 virus our world is currently being held hostage by. When it was discovered that May had contracted the virus, he was sent to Swedish hospital in Seattle where he received treatment. The treatment was unsuccessful though, as Rick May died at the hands of the virus anyway. Of course, we know him for his voice work in Team Fortress 2 as the soldier character. However, he did many voices across the industry. He even voiced Peppy and Andros in Star Fox 64. When you hear the line, "do a barrel roll," it's actually his voice. Rick May will be dearly missed, and he will always be remembered by the great memories he left players worldwide. A link to the original source for this news, the Rekindle School, will be present in the description below. Now let's try and lighten the mood with some better news, shall we? A demo for System Malfunction, a mod created by Stephen Cabbage, who also made Rebel Surge, which we covered 2 weeks ago, has been released over on ModDB. The demo includes the entire first chapter of a game where you play a standard rebel that has to move through maps where badass run and shoot combat stands central. Not a whole lot more can be known about the story from just reading the ModDB page, so I suggest you to go and download the mod for yourself to find out. I wish I could play it myself, but like I said, I'm in massive time constraints here, so I'll just play it when I get some downtime. A link for the demo can be found in the description below. We covered this before, but I feel like we should reiterate on this. Half-Life Absolute Zero still needs level designers. They are really in dire need of people to help shove the mod over the finish line. If no more team members are being acquired, the mod will release incomplete on October 12th, 2020. Now, releasing a mod unfinished would be a little bit of a letdown. So in a Twitter thread, Aki commented, "Just curious, why the hard deadline? When you're independent, you don't really need those." Maxwell, the current lead of Cobalt 57, the development team behind Absolute Zero, reacted to that comment stating that he doesn't want to work on a mod for more than a decade, Absolute Zero being in development already for quite a long time. Now again, if you think you can help the Absolute Zero team with their level design struggles at the moment, then please go to the page linked in the description below where you can apply for the job. A Combine soldier without a helmet is like a German sausage without its encasing. A naked mess of meat and other materials that should have never been put together. Don't believe me? Well, look at the screen right now. The horror. This video made by Icebug shows perfectly what a Combine soldier in Half-Life Alyx looks like underneath the helmets they wear. And like I just stated, it's not a pretty sight. Wires can be seen around the two craters that used to be the eye sockets, some sort of metal framework seems to be embedded into the skin or even the skull, and last but not least, there's a lot of blood involved. It's incredibly unappetizing to look at. The Half-Life 2 version of the Combine soldier looks a lot cleaner and a lot less terrifying in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I still don't like looking at this, but at least the soldier still got most of their face intact. Anyway, if you want to see this all for yourself, I left Icebug's video in the description below. Source Runs is back, even though they were never gone, but they're back on the show, and this time with a new segmented speedrun done in Half-Life Source. You know, the true, most definitive way to play the original Half-Life. Joking, I was joking, no need to type up the angry comments. This time the run was done by Source Runs, Multimiller, and Action Storm, who are definitely not speedrunning groups themselves. we're not making the same mistake again. The run officially started in mid-2018 and concluded in February this year. The final time on the tally was 16 minutes and 47 seconds. Now that's what I call blazing fast. Now this is not the actual world record. According to the handy website speedrun.org, the official world record for Half-Life Source on the Steam Pipe version in a scripted fashion is held by Miller himself. It only took him about 34 minutes to complete the run. The madman. Anyway, if you want to see this new segmented speedrun for yourself, then I invite you to click on the link in the description below. That'll bring you to the video. You know what else will bring you to the video? Well, definitely not this segue. I'm sorry, I didn't have much time this week to think of a good segue. Anyway, our social media links are all linked down below in the description, as well as our Discord server, so if you're feeling chatty about Half-Life related stuff, you can join that if you want to. My own YouTube channel and Twitter page are also both linked in the description below in case you're wondering what I am doing. Well, currently not much because I got a final I have to finish. Like, right now. And this marks the end of episode 89 of All Things Lambda. Don't worry though, we'll be back next week with a more regular, normal-sized episode. In the meantime though, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that bell icon to never miss another episode. Salutations, and take care, okay? Hope you guys are all staying indoors.